Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to take a look at what happens, at how Absalom and Gwabini just decided they are going to crush the entire Sizwe story. Family feud match? I don't know. So who is Zungu in this triangle? Constable Sizwe Sikumbuzo, Constable Sizwe Sikumbuzo Zungu, key state witness. Ne? He is the cop who told the court that on 26 October 2014, he was at Phosphorus Basutu Hostel at his nephew's room, Sifiso Gwabini Zungu. It was 2023 in May when he did the statement. He wrote the statement. And then he came around September, I think September 2023, to court to come and tell us the story of the 26th of October 2014. That's when he came. We were sitting there minding our own businesses, and this man came on and told us things that we did not ask him. That is the Constable Sizwe Zungu. Okay? He placed all 5 accused in that room, said they were drinking, buying, exchanging guns, and that one of them later announced that Senzo is no more before the news broke publicly. And we were like, as we were listening to him, there's no way. How can he say he was no more, but when he left, they didn't know if he died or not? When I say when they left, according to Abo Zandile, Khumalo, and their statements, when they did, and a fight happened inside the Khumalo house, blah blah blah, and then the intruders ran away. So how the hell was this one going to know that? That's when we were like, we thought Tumelo and Zandi and Mtoko were not hlangani, but nina manje, hayi Zungu. Okay. Oh, Nkosi yami kanti asimuzange lange. That's what he said. Anyway. And then let's go to Sifiso Gwabini Zungu, defense witness, brother. Oh, uSizwe Sikhumbuzo Zungu, ubaba omncane, so is his uncle, ne? So he's a nephew. So he's a brother to accused number 1, and a nephew to Sizwe Zungu. The state says he hosted the hostel gathering where the murder was allegedly planned and later celebrated. He is now in the box for the defense, and he's calling his uncle's version pure lies and denying that any such gathering ever happened. Absalom Zungu, Sizwe's father. Police and Gininda put him forward as someone who supposedly made a statement that helped a breakthrough open the case and supported Sizwe. But in court, he denied ever making a statement to Brigadier Gininda about the case. So on paper, the state wanted a neat family chain. Father Absalom back up his son, Constable Sizwe Zungu, who points the nephew, Gwabini, as the hostel host, who had all the accused 5 in his room. In reality, that chain has exploded. That chain has exploded in reality. Now let's look at how Gwabini crushes Sizwe's testimony. From the defense side, Gwabini is not just disagreeing, he's burning the whole version down. Firstly, denies the hostel gathering completely. Sizwe says all 5 accused were in Gwabini's room at Basutu Hostel on the 26th of October 2014, drinking, buying, guns out, talk of sense of being normal. Gwabini says, nope, he never hosted such a gathering in his room and never had all 5 accused there as described. And on top of that, he does not even know accused number 3. Sizwe. Whoa. Second part, denies the 2014 contact with Sizwe. Sizwe says he went to the hostel because his nephew Gwabini called him that weekend before Senzo was killed. Gwabini says he only saw his uncle in 2017, not in 2014, making Sizwe came because he called me. Story looks, making Sizwe's story of I came because he called me story. Look like, to look very shaky, okay? The third point says the alleged 2020 statement is fake. The police claim there was a 2020 statement involving Gwabini. He says he never made that statement, didn't give that version, and only discovered this his statement existed when he tried to challenge his uncle's evidence. Number 4, alleges torture and death threats by police. He told the court that investigators beat him at a cemetery, suffocated him, and assaulted him to force him to give them the story they wanted. He also says a cop threatened to kill him when he went to court in 2023 to challenge Sizwe's version and even barred him from entering, accusing him of trying to intervene with evidence. All of that doesn't just contradict Sizwe, it attacks the legitimacy of the investigation itself. Now, let's look at how Absalom crushes Sizwe's support structure. Now, add Absalom Zungu on top, father versus son story. The state landed on the idea that Absalom had given a key statement to Gininda, making it look like even Sizwe's father backs him up. In court, Absalom denies making that statement outright. He basically saying Gininda used his name for a version he doesn't own. Also, from potential state witness to defense assets, reports note that Absalom was initially expected to be a state witness, but things changed. He ended up not supporting the state narrative. That change of camp makes the state look like they lost control of one of their own building blocks. So now we have this. Sizwe's nephew Gwabini is calling his version pure lies, denying the hostile party, denying any 2014 meeting. Sizwe's father Absalom is denying he ever gave the supporting statement Gininda tied to him. That's what you are picking up when you say Absalom Zungu and Sfiso Zungu crashed Sizwe's Zungu statement. They didn't just poke holes, they've gone after the foundations. Why is this huge for the trial? Legally, this does at least 3 things. 1, destroys the clean hostile narrative. If the court has serious doubts that the hostile party happened at all, or that Sizwe was actually there with the accused, and the state planned heat from the hostile story starts to look like a house of cards. Secondly, raises serious questions about the police conduct. Allegations of torture, threats, and fake statements don't just affect one witness, they contaminate the credibility of the entire investigation team. Thirdly, arms the defense with a powerful, reasonable doubt argument. The defense can now, your lordship, can say now, your lordship, when the state's own star witnesses is contradicted by his father and his nephew, and the police are accused of fabricating statements and torturing witnesses, how can this court rely on that version beyond reasonable doubt? Now, Zungu, the Zungus versus Zungu family civil war, son. Oh my word. So that's what we are dealing with here, guys. We are dealing with that. Usizwe's original story collapsed just like that. What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Because I'm like, Sigwe family civil war at this point. Let's talk comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.